Hey there, coin collectors and curious treasure hunters. Welcome back to our channel, where today we're diving deep into the world of one of America's most fascinating coins, the United States 1-cent coin from 1990. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny, but hold on tight because you're about to discover how this little coin could be worth a whole lot more than you ever imagined. Stick around until the end of the video to find out just how much this 1990 penny might be worth today. The United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, is one of the most familiar coins in the American currency system. For decades, it's been used in daily transactions, found in our pockets, and tossed into jars as loose change. But just because these pennies are so common doesn't mean they don't have hidden value. Especially when we start talking about certain years, like the 1990 penny. Most of these coins are just worth 1 cent, but there's something unique about the 1990 edition that has collectors and numismatists buzzing. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies to meet the high demand for small change. These pennies were struck from a copper-plated zinc composition, a familiar design that you've likely seen many times. The obverse, featuring the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, has been a mainstay of American coinage since 1909. The reverse of the coin, which used to feature a wheatstock design, now displays the Lincoln Memorial, a lasting tribute to one of the country's most revered presidents. At first glance, nothing about the 1990 penny seems extraordinary. It wasn't produced in a particularly low quantity, nor was it part of any special commemorative series. So, why are collectors so interested in this particular coin? The answer lies in the condition, minting errors, and specific varieties that can significantly increase the value of this seemingly ordinary penny. As with all collectible coins, the condition plays a huge role in determining value. A 1990 penny that's been sitting in your pocket for years may be worn out and dented, which means it will only be worth its face value, 1 cent. However, if you happen to have a 1990 penny that has been well preserved, without any significant damage, wear, or discoloration, it could be worth much more. Coins in mint state, meaning they're virtually untouched and in pristine condition, are always more sought after by collectors, but what makes this 1990 penny really stand out is the possibility of minting errors or rare variations. Over the years, certain 1990 pennies were struck with noticeable errors, making them highly valuable to those with a keen eye for detail. These errors can range from double strikes to off-center prints, misaligned designs, or even incorrect lettering. Such errors are often accidental, occurring during the minting process, and are incredibly rare to find. One of the most famous errors associated with the 1990 penny is the so-called doubled die variety. In these coins, the design appears to be doubled, creating a blurry, thickened appearance on parts of the coin. This error occurs during the engraving process when a die strikes the coin multiple times, leading to an overlapping of the design. The 1990 doubled die penny is a highly coveted find among collectors, with some willing to pay top dollar for this particular error. Even a small error, when found on a well-preserved coin, can greatly increase its value. There's another feature that makes the 1990 penny intriguing: the potential for rarer die varieties. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has occasionally used different dies to strike the same year's coins, leading to subtle differences in the design. These variations may not be immediately noticeable to the untrained eye, but for experienced collectors, they can make a world of difference. A 1990 penny with a rare die variety can command a premium price. Now, we know you're probably wondering, how much could a 1990 penny actually be worth? Well, here's the exciting part. While most 1990 pennies will only be worth 1 cent in circulated condition, if you happen to have a coin that's in near mint or mint state, or even better, one with a rare error or die variety, the value skyrockets. Coins that are well preserved and error-free can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to a couple $100s. But if you manage to find one of the highly coveted 1990 double die pennies or another rare variant, you could be looking at an astonishing price. So, are you ready for the big reveal? If you have a flawless 1990 penny or one with a significant minting error, the value could be as much as $25,000. Yes, You heard that right, $25,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe, but this is the incredible potential of a rare and well-preserved 1990 penny. It just goes to show that sometimes, the coins that seem the most common can actually hold surprising value. So, the next time you come across a 1990 penny in your pocket change, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Top 1 1978 today, we're diving into a coin that may be hiding in your pocket change without you even realizing it, the United States 1-cent coin from 1978. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, how valuable could it really be? Well, get ready to be surprised because this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a lot more than you think. Stick with us through the video, because at the end, we're going to reveal just how much a 1978 penny could be worth today, and trust us, it's a number that might make your jaw drop. When most people think of pennies, they probably imagine those small, copper-colored coins that seem to accumulate in jars and drawers. We've all seen them, and they don't usually hold much excitement. But here's the thing, there's more to some of these coins than meets the eye, especially when we start talking about specific years like the 1978 penny. It might not be a rare commemorative coin or a special edition, but there's something about this particular year that makes certain 1978 pennies stand out among the rest. Let's take a quick look at the history of the 1978 1-cent coin. In the late 1970s, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies to meet the demands of everyday transactions. The penny, which had been in circulation for decades, still featured the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, of the coin. This design, created by artist Victor D. Brenner, has remained largely unchanged since 1909, making it one of the most enduring and recognizable images in American currency. The reverse of the 1978 penny features the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a symbol that has graced the back of the penny since 1959. The memorial itself was designed to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, and it stands as a testament to his legacy. While the design may seem ordinary at first glance, the condition of the coin and the specific variations of the 1978 penny are what really drive its value among collectors. Most 1978 pennies, like most coins, were produced in large numbers and circulated widely. However, not all of them are created equal. Just like with any collectible, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in its potential value. A penny that has been circulating for years, showing signs of wear and discoloration, is typically worth only its face value, 1 cent. But what if we told you that certain 1978 pennies in pristine condition could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's where things get interesting. The key to unlocking the value of the 1978 penny is its mint state. If the coin has been carefully preserved and remains free of scratches, discoloration, and wear, it's far more desirable to collectors. Uncirculated coins, or those that have been kept in near-perfect condition since they were first struck, are the real prize for numismatists. These coins often fetch much higher prices than those that have seen heavy use, making them the gold standard for collectors, but it doesn't stop there. Minting errors are another important factor that can dramatically increase the value of the 1978 penny. Minting errors occur when the coin's design or features are incorrectly stamped during the production process. These errors can include misaligned strikes, off-center prints, and double strikes, where the coin gets stamped more than once. The rarer and more pronounced the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. One of the most notable errors associated with the 1978 penny is the so-called double die variety. In these coins, parts of the design, especially the lettering or the image of Lincoln, appear to be doubled or blurry. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the same die, causing a misalignment that results in overlapping images. Double die errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare and unique, making them a valuable addition to any collection. Now, you may be wondering, how much is a 1978 penny really worth? Well, most of the 1978 pennies you'll find in circulation today are not going to fetch much more than their face value. But here's the exciting part: if you've got a 1978 penny that is in exceptional condition or has a minting error, such as a double die, it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Here's where things get really interesting. If you happen to have an uncirculated 1978 penny or a rare error coin, the value can skyrocket. Some of these coins have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity of the error and the condition of the coin. But what about the truly exceptional 1978 pennies? If you happen to have one of the rarest and most sought-after varieties of this coin, it could fetch a staggering price. In fact, a single 1978 penny with a significant minting error or in flawless, uncirculated condition could be worth as much as $26,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $26,000. For a single penny. That's the kind of hidden treasure that might be sitting in your collection, and you might not even know it. So, next time you go through your change, take a closer look at any 1978 pennies you have. You could be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever expected. Whether it's a perfect example of the coin or one with a minting error, there's always the chance that you've stumbled upon a real gem. Top 3 1975. Today we're going to take a closer look at a coin that could be sitting in your pocket change right now, the United States 1 cent coin from 1975. Now, most of us are used to seeing pennies everywhere, but what if I told you that some of those seemingly ordinary coins might actually be worth a whole lot more than their face value? That's right, the 1975 penny could be hiding a surprising secret, and it's not just a penny you can ignore. Stick around as we uncover just how valuable a 1975 1 cent coin can be, and you'll be amazed when we reveal its true worth at the end of the video. The year 1975 might not stand out as a particularly momentous year for American coinage, but the 1 cent coin issued that year has become a surprising focus for coin collectors. What's interesting about this penny is that, while it was widely circulated and produced in large numbers, some very specific features of the 1975 penny have made it a target for numismatists and collectors who are always on the lookout for something unique. Let's step back and take a quick look at the design of the 1975 penny. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been gracing the penny since 1909. This design, created by Victor D. Brenner, is one of the most recognizable and iconic portraits in U.S. coinage history. It's the image of Lincoln that millions of people have seen since childhood, making it a symbol of American history and leadership. On the reverse side of the 1975 penny, we find the Lincoln Memorial, another timeless element of U.S. coin design. This depiction of the memorial was introduced in 1959, replacing the wheatstock design that had been on the back of the penny since 1909. The Lincoln Memorial design itself is a tribute to the 16th President of the United States and serves as a lasting reminder of his contributions to the nation. Now, in 1975, this design was still fresh and meaningful, representing both history and the strength of the United States. While the basic design of the 1975 penny may seem ordinary, what sets it apart from other years are the unique details that might have been overlooked by the average person at first glance. You might wonder, what makes this penny so special? The answer lies in both the condition of the coin and the potential for rare minting errors that could make this penny much more valuable than you think. As is the case with most collectible coins, the condition of the penny is a huge factor in determining its value. The general rule is that the better the condition, the higher the price. Most of the 1975 pennies you'll find in circulation are worn down from years of use, which means they are typically only worth their face value, 1 cent. However, if you happen to have a 1975 penny that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. These coins are more difficult to find, as they've had to be carefully preserved from the wear and tear that most pennies experience. But it doesn't stop there. Mint errors can significantly boost the value of a 1975 penny as well. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin's production process. These mistakes can range from double strikes, off-center designs, to misaligned dies, and even incorrect lettering. While these errors may seem like imperfections, they are actually prized by collectors because they make the coin unique and one of a kind. One of the most sought after errors for the 1975 penny is the double die variety. Double die errors happen when the coin is struck multiple times by the same die, causing the design to appear slightly doubled or blurred. This results in thicker, more pronounced lettering or details on the coin that give it a distinctive look. A 1975 penny with a double die error is highly prized by collectors and can fetch a premium price. Another potential mint error that can increase the value of a 1975 penny is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not properly aligned with the die during the minting process, causing part of the design to be cut off. These coins are rare and can be worth significantly more than their face value because they are considered errors that make them unique. And now, you may be asking, how much can a 1975 penny actually be worth? Well, here's the exciting part. A regular, circulated 1975 penny is worth, of course, just 1 cent. But if you have an uncirculated 1975 penny or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth a lot more. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, are you ready to hear the value? If you happen to have an uncirculated 1975 penny in perfect condition or one with a significant minting error, the value can soar. A rare 1975 penny, especially one with a double die error or another unique characteristic, could be worth as much as $27,000. Yes, you read that right, $27,000. For a single penny. Imagine finding a coin worth that much just sitting around in your collection or hiding in your pocket change. It's the kind of hidden treasure that coin collectors dream of finding. So, the next time you find a 1975 penny, take a moment to inspect it carefully. You could be holding onto a rare piece of American history that's worth far more than just its face value. Whether it's an error coin or simply one that's in pristine condition, you might have a small fortune sitting right in your hand. Top 4 1979 Today we're diving into a hidden gem in the world of American coins, the United States 1-cent coin from 1979. Most of us have seen a penny or two in our lifetime, but you may be surprised to learn that this particular penny could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. In fact, if you've got the right 1979 penny, it might be worth a small fortune. Stick with us throughout the video, because by the end, we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth today, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now, before we get to the big reveal, let's take a step back and talk a little bit about the history behind the 1979 penny. The penny, also known as the 1-cent coin, has been a staple in American currency since 1793, and its design has gone through several changes over the years. By 1979, the penny was still using the iconic design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the front side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the back side. These designs have become some of the most familiar symbols of American coinage, representing both the country's history and its enduring leadership. The 1979 penny was struck by the U.S. Mint in massive numbers, billions of them, in fact, to meet the high demand for small change. However, despite its widespread circulation, there's something about the 1979 penny that has piqued the interest of collectors in recent years. While the majority of these coins were produced and distributed without much fanfare, some of them have unique characteristics that set them apart and make them incredibly valuable to the right buyer. One of the key factors in determining the value of a 1979 penny is its condition. Coins, like any collectibles, are graded based on how well they've been preserved over the years. A penny that's been passed around in your pocket for decades, showing signs of wear and tear, is generally only worth its face value, 1 cent. But if you happen to have a 1979 penny that's been carefully preserved or even kept in uncirculated condition, it could fetch a much higher price. Uncirculated coins, which have been stored away in excellent condition, are always in high demand among collectors, as they're much rarer to find, but condition alone isn't the only thing that makes the 1979 penny special. Mint errors are another significant factor that can drastically increase the value of a coin. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, something that leads to a mistake in the coin's design. These errors can take many forms, from double strikes to off-center prints, or even misaligned images. And when these errors occur on a rare or collectible coin, the value can skyrocket. The 1979 penny, in particular, has some very interesting minting errors that make it especially desirable to collectors. One of the most famous varieties is the doubled die variety, which occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, creating a doubled image on parts of the coin. In the case of the 1979 penny, the doubled die error often affects the lettering, creating a thicker and sometimes blurry appearance to the words. This error is a rare find, and it's highly sought after by collectors because of its unique look and limited availability. Another potential mint error for the 1979 penny is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not aligned properly with the die during the minting process, causing part of the design to be cut off or placed off-center. These errors are incredibly rare and add to the uniqueness of the coin. When you find a 1979 penny with an off-center strike, you're looking at a truly special piece of coinage that stands out from the rest. You might be thinking, okay, but how much is a 1979 penny actually worth? Here's where things get exciting. While the average circulated 1979 penny is still only worth 1 cent, coins that are in pristine condition or that feature mint errors can be worth a significant amount more. A well-preserved 1979 penny in mint state might be worth anywhere from a few dollars to a few hundred, depending on the quality. But if you happen to have one with a rare minting error, such as the double die or off-center strike, the value can increase dramatically. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the big reveal. If you happen to have a 1979 penny with a rare minting error or one in perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth as much as $24,000, that's right, $24,000 for a single penny. For a coin that was produced in the billions, it's amazing to think that one of these pennies could be worth such a staggering amount of money. It goes to show that sometimes, the most unassuming pieces of currency can hold surprising value. So, the next time you come across a 1979 penny, make sure to give it a closer look. Check for any unusual features, like doubled lettering or off-center designs. You might just be holding onto a small fortune without even knowing it. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new treasure hunt. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Who knows what hidden treasures you'll discover next?